Okay, here I am back again on my Windows system, and it's time to get my first try on the Nexus Mod Manager. But before we do that, I have to make some disclaimers. The first is I'm not a noob when it comes to installing modern Bethesda games. I have experience since Daggerfall but only with the Elder Scrolls series. I've installed mod on Daggerfall, on Oblivion, and on Skyrim. Daggerfall, being a DOS game, you had to do lots of patches and not so many mods. Oblivion I installed after I got this machine, my first gaming rig, for about 15 years, 2 years ago. And at that time I only had a Linux system, so I installed it on my Linux. And on Linux this has a nice little feature, let me show you. That is that file name is case sensitive. So let me make another one. On Linux, these two files, example.txt and example.txt with uppercase, would be two different files. On Windows, it is one. No. Get rid of them. And so that means when you have a Bethesda game on a Linux install, you basically have to copy each file by hand and make sure there are no duplicates left. Otherwise, bad things, trademark, will happen. I played and modded Oblivion for about half a year. Yeah, about half a year. Then I was somehow satisfied. I thought the game was the way I wanted it to be. And I immediately wanted to play Skyrim. And installing Skyrim on a Linux system is a little bit too much of a hack job for my skill level. So I go ahead and bought here my Windows system. Now I have two systems on one rig. And I installed Skyrim. To manage my plugin order, I used the recommended program, which was Wrye Bash, and I use it also for Skyrim, and I never looked back. So this will be my first time using Nexus Mod Manager, and I'm curious how it compares to Wrye Bash. But first, second disclaimer, I have already manually downloaded several mods that caught my eye and placed them in the hopefully right folder for the mod manager to recognize them and install them. And the third disclaimer I have to make is that I haven't watched any of Goofer's video regarding the Nexus Mod Manager. I need to experience it first, make my mistakes, to know what I have to learn. So don't yell me. If you see me doing something stupid, just say what I did stupid and give some advice. That will be appreciated. Thank you. Okay, time to start this up. Time to fuck this up. We want to play Fallout. Yeah, I did the stuff. Okay. First things first. Yeah, those were manually installed. Some of the mods here are already manually installed. Okay. Let's try it out. We are here to learn. It's all about the learning. How can I... Ah, I think it has found it. Okay, note if you choose not. Okay. If it. I will cut it if it takes too long. Ouch. That was way too loud. It could have months, you can few months. Okay. Now we have it. So, unassigned install date. Okay, so it doesn't recognize that the mod is already installed. Category, mod warnings. Huh. Am I able to move my installation order? Doesn't look like it. Plugins. You're able to move just fine here. Yep. Big buttons, big buttons. No. Installed. Add mod from file, add mod from no. Disable. Delete. Get missing mod info. Check for mod updates. Toggle mod endorsement. New category. Switch views. Okay. It's simple double clicking. So that will be interesting. That should have some options. Yes. Which panty do we want? Black, Magic Unicorn Rainbows, Bold 111 standard issue, strawberries, sweetheart, sweetheart. Solid black. Uh-huh. What does this mean? We'll see through, we'll see through. Okay. Activate this mode. Okay, it gives me a warning. No? No? Not so. Oh. Okay. EBT. Darker Knight. Craftable ammo. So 10 times ballistic ammo per recipe, 25. I go with the recommended now. wall suits, and the area harness. So, where is my information? What's wrong with this one? Huh. Too little information, too little information. Plugins are fine. Though yeah. Not enough information here also. You see, I am used to a little bit more information. Perhaps I should show it to you? Oh, there's the masters. Only followed for, okay. Yeah, but this is not enough information here. Definitely. Let me show you. Let's get Wrye Bash running. Okay. You will find immediately that it looks quite different than the Nexus Mod Manager. For instance, you don't have big friendly buttons, but you have quite a bit of information. So the yellow one shows you that the masters have been reordered. It might cause issues, but mostly you can just ignore that. And here are the masters. You can order them if you want. You can designate new masters if you want. Or just open the CK. Here, down there, the small buttons. Start Skyrim, Nivscope, CK, order it if you want. Steam for some reason, document browser, mod, proof, test your mods against the loot starter list, settings. It only supports Skyrim. Hey, I think I might. Here you can move your INIs for all the INIs you need. What game have I installed? Oh, that's my private non-skimpy game. So, if you saw my Skyrim Let's Play sometimes, at least once I know, in one of the early you've seen that you can check here how big those are and how your mods are for the save game. And you can see here there was a change in the load order, and you can see it on the color also. Those are fine, those all mods installed, but there's a change in the load order. This can cause issues, usually doesn't, you know. So go to the installer tab. Now Bash is calculating all the datas. This can take a while. I'll bring it back when it's ready. Okay, so let's sort it the right way. These are all my mod archives I've downloaded and kept in the game. Some of them I did myself, like this one. No, I did not. So you notice lots of colors, some weird symbols, and so on. Green with a plus means it is installed and the game recognizes it's installed. Green without the plus is it found the mod, but the program hasn't installed it. Yellow with a plus means the program has installed the mod, but something else is overwriting it. Or something. You can see here we have lots of tabs. Let me change the game setting, game language to English. Restart. Okay. See you then. Okay. So we are back. So you have tabs. You have some tabs. The first one, general info about the archive and which file it contains. Everything. The second one are all files from the from the archive that already exists in the game folder, in the data folder, and are the same as in the archives. This one contains files from the archives that are not present in the game folder. This one contains all the files from the archive that are present in the game folder but are different. That's why the startup needs some time from the installer for the installer section, because it has to calculate all the stuff. And this one is because of the texture optimizer I'm using. Conflicts means, is there any mod installed that has that conflicts with this mod? So for example, let me give you something other, that one. You hear lower on the installation order. This means everything that's lower in the installation order means it works just like the plugin load order. The higher up, the first it is. The lower, the higher the priority. So lower on the load order means this mod. Where is it? There's time reloaded. This mod overwrites the data from the one that are lower. Let's go down. And oops. And higher means this mod, the higher mod, overwrites the data from this mod, from time reloaded. 500 is the installation number, so you can find it here on the sort tab, on the order tab. This one is it. And you can simply move around on your installation order. Let's use it with something that is not installed. By simply pressing Ctrl and arrow up, it moves up. It takes some time because of all the calculating behind the curtain, and Ctrl arrow down, it moves down. That easy. So, what else is to say? You might see red with a cross in it, means the program has installed it on some other time, but it's not present anymore. Instead, everything is missed. And what else? Red is just not installed. This one means it is installed, but another version. It is installed, not from the game. There are files matching for this archive on the in the game folder, but it's not installed. And yeah, most likely I hire something. I'm losing track now. So basically, plus means it's installed. Green means everything is fine. Yellow means something is overwritten. Orange means the ESP is overwritten. Yep, that's it. Red means it is not something is missing. So I know so when I'm here I know which mod overrides which mod, and I can manipulate that. So further down the more important it is. J containers and the skeleton are the most important things, I think. So I have the way down, and then it goes up to the real unimportant stuff, the unofficial patches, my base textures, and so on. Okay. And yeah, that's what I like on Wrye Bash, or Smash with how it is called for Skyrim. It's Flash for Fallout, but there isn't any Wrye Flash now, and I still don't know if this is installed or not. Check for mod updates, toggle mod endorsement, stay offline. It should be installed. Well, so yeah. Oh yeah, another great thing I'm missing here is this one, the Bash patch. The Bash patch allows you to merge your leveled lists. So if you have multiple mods that edit the same leveled lists, it can it reduces the amount of conflict when they are merged. Also, you notice a mod here which has a green name. That means this mod is completely merged into the patch. This can only be done with mods that edit existing form lists, most likely from the official plugins, and reduces your mods, your plugin counter, which is quite handy. And you can also do merge the patch. Those are all the patches that are mergeables. Names are imported, statistics are imported. You can tweak stuff. So you don't need a mod. So for example, if you want to summon more, if you want to conjure more Daedra, or have more than one more than one companion, you can simply do it via the bashed patch. It's like a tongue twister. And also the leveled lists. Cancel. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I will use Nexus Mod Manager for now, until perhaps someday Wrye Flash 3.07 comes out and gives support to Fallout. So that's about it. See ya. Oh, and don't watch my videos. I'm boring. My Let's Plays are boring. Seriously, go watch something else.